This is Tony Jeffries and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. 8 rounds of boxing. I do use that word very, very loosely. But at the same time, it's entertainment. That seems to be what boxing is now. That seems to be what sells in boxing. And you have to give Jake Paul and the Paul brothers all the credit in the world for seeing the market and jumping all over it. They pretty much robbed the bank is what they've done. And a lot of people have paid for it. Not me, though. Now, both of these guys gassed in this fight, which surprised me because Woodley, okay, he's getting on a bit. He's 42, 43 years old, MMA fighter, but him going 24 minutes shouldn't really be that much of a problem for him. He's a seasoned professional in the world of mixed martial arts. So him pacing himself shouldn't have really been that much of a problem. Jake Paul, he's a young man. Shouldn't have too much trouble. Now, I think the problem lied with Jake Paul that the entrance was pretty good. That's for sure. The way he came up through the ring entrance, through the floor, it all looked really good. But he was smiling and he looked pretty good. As he got to the ring, when he was right next to the ring, you could see the blood just drain from his face. Nervous energy straight away. Pretty much the same thing happened with Anthony Yarde when he's in Russia, taking on Kovalev. Looked pretty good. Got to the ring. You could see nervous energy straight away in his face. And I think that's why Jake Paul gassed out. He got nervous. The occasion got to him. All the talk, all that kind of stuff. Suddenly he's realised he's on pay-per-view. The world is watching. This is Showtime. He signed a big deal with Showtime. Could all go pear-shaped. And I think that's why he gassed. Because let's be honest, Woodley didn't do too much in this fight. Didn't do too much whatsoever. Jake Paul, again, he seemed quite nervous about engaging. Now, don't be wrong, he did catch Woodley with a couple of good shots, especially in round number, was it 7? Something like that. He caught him with like a body shot. Okay, cool. But not much really happened. Let's be honest, no huge overhand rights came through and landed through and rocked the other one or anything like that. Nothing really happened. Even when Jake Paul, and to be honest with you, I will give Jake Paul some credit because even though he was tired in the early parts. But he almost seemed to get a little bit of a second wind as the fight went on. Complete opposite with Tyron Woodley. But when Jake Paul was tired, Woodley, who should have been pretty fresh because he'd done sod all, should have jumped all over him. But quite clearly, he was afraid. Was the fix in? Who knows? Roles reversed. When Tyron Woodley was gassing, Jake Paul didn't jump on him as well. Both of these guys were afraid to engage. Imagine being in the United States of America and paying, how much was it? Was it $60? It wasn't quite the 80, was it? I'm pretty sure it was like $60 or something. Imagine that. It was awful. And I know that there's going to be talk about Jake Paul. He's going to be taking on maybe Tommy Fury next. I mean, to be honest with you, just hearing the words Tommy Fury versus Jake Paul makes me sick to my stomach, to be honest with you. But based on the performance of Tommy Fury, this could be no better than this match, to be honest with you. Tommy Fury is not, I repeat, not, sorry Fury fanatics, but he is not ever going to be an elite boxer. If he struggled with the dude that he fought tonight, he's never going to make it. I'm telling you, he's never going to make it. And I say that unfortunately, because I did start off with him with pretty high hopes. But anyway, Jake Paul, he gets a decision. Should he have got the decision? In my opinion, of watching boxing for a good number of years, no, he shouldn't have got the decision. He shouldn't have done. Now, had they awarded a draw, okay, cool, fine, whatever. But if you're going to pick a winner, it should have been Woodley. But we know that didn't happen because of the Showtime deal with Jake Paul. The crowd was there, very, very pro Jake Paul, and that's fine. I mean, ultimately, I don't really care because I couldn't give a tin piss about Tyron Woodley. Don't know him, never seen him fight, I couldn't care less, to be honest with you. I really couldn't care less. I didn't really care too much about this fight either, but the fact is it's entertainment value, and I was expecting a little bit more, if I'm going to be brutally honest. I was expecting more. It was a lesson learned for anybody out there buying pay-per-view for this kind of fight. Thankfully, here in the UK, it's £17, not the kind of money that they have to pay in America, thankfully. But lesson learned. Don't buy into this crap. Don't buy into it, okay? It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to die real soon. If Jake Paul wanted to go on and fight some of these lists that he's talking about with Canelo Alvarez and whatever else, well, he's a long way behind, isn't he? He's a long way behind. Either way, he gets a decision, split decision. One judge had it for Woodley, the other two had it for Jake Paul. Hey, what can you do? Congratulations, Jake. You just robbed the bank. Drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you on the next video.